All right, I'm going to go through a handful of questions here on your Are You Ready for Module 8? These should be review questions that we've practiced previously in the year, so possibly going back, getting out notes. That'd be helpful as these are, again, review things that we have covered before and you want to have fresh in your mind going into our next module. So let's go ahead and jump in here. It says enter the correct value for angle 8. We can notice angle 8 here. And they tell us angle 1 is 100. And notice that angle 1 and 8 here, these would be identified as supplementary angles. Together they equal 180 or make a straight line. So if one is 100, the other must be 80 to complete that supplementary relationship. And you can't check these, so looks like you got to just kind of muscle through it. Now, angle 2 here is 55 degrees. What is the angle measure of angle 3? And again, these are supplementary angles. Together, they make a straight line. So if you want to grab a calculator and really just take your 180, subtract the other side of it, 55, and you should get what's left over here should be what angle 3 represents there. All right, keeping it moving here. Number 3, angle 6 is 42. There's angle 6 there. What is angle 4? And these guys here are what we call our alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles are congruent. You can kind of see that's a small angle, that's a small angle. And so if one is 42, well, the other one's going to be 42 as well. Angle 5 is 115 degrees. What is angle 2? Angle 5 and angle 2. So over here, we notice this one is obtuse, this one is acute. They don't necessarily have a relationship here, but I can tell that angle 5 and 1, these are corresponding or equal the same thing. So that means that if this is 115 angle 1, what would angle 2 be? And again, you can see these have a supplementary relationship, and together they have to equal 180. So I'll just subtract what it gives me from 180, and left over, we see is our answer 65. Then last couple here, angle 7 is 120. Here's angle 7. What is angle 5? These are called vertical angles. And vertical angles are congruent. You can notice that angle is large, that angle is large. So if that's 120, well, angle 5 is going to be 120 as well. And angle 3 is 118. Angle 3, 118. What is angle 7? These are what we call corresponding angles. You can notice this one is in the bottom right of this cluster, as angle 7 is in the bottom right of this cluster of angles. And because of that, corresponding angles are congruent. So if one is 118, well, the other one is going to be 118 as well. So that vocabulary there, we should know our vertical angles, all the vocabulary that went along with the parallel lines and transversal, your interior, adjacent, exterior angles, and so on and so forth. So you possibly need to go back and review those notes from those chapters and kind of brush up on that vocabulary. I'm going to continue on with the last set of these here. Let's see. I think these kind of jump into our Pythagorean theorem, and I'll try to tackle that in the next video. I'll make one more. I probably won't be able to go over all of these questions, but I'll try to get through another handful here for you guys.